Could not have asked for a better day in Milwaukee. Final day of the regular season. Taste of Jenny Thiel on our national anthem on this final day of the regular season. Playoffs coming your way starting on Tuesday. The Brewers still trying to figure out who their opponent will be. Could be the Mets, could be the Braves, could be the Arizona Diamondbacks. We know it will not be the San Diego Padres. The Padres will be hosting a game as the number 4 seed, the top wild card winner. And the Brewers again awaiting the results of what may happen in this ball game today, Arizona and San Diego, and of course the Atlanta Braves and Kansas City Royals. Colin Ray just taking the field, about ready to get himself going. How long his appearance will be today to be determined. As the Brewers are going to get their bullpen active and rolling. Saw a lot of the starters and relievers play in yesterday's game for Milwaukee, so they will certainly have the day off heading into the playoffs going on Tuesday. Let's take a quick drive around the league as every game starts within about a 15-minute window of one another. That drive around the league is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin Operating Engineers, Trusted Contractors, building Wisconsin together. Philadelphia and Washington, they got underway first. No score, top of the first inning in Washington, D.C. Miami's in Toronto. Oakland is with the Seattle Mariners up in Seattle. No playoff implications in that one. St. Louis and San Francisco playing out in San Francisco, top of the first inning, no score. Baltimore and Minnesota, top of the first inning. Baltimore's heading home. They will be hosting a wild card game on Tuesday as well. Texas is in Anaheim against the Angels. Runner at second base with a one away. Detroit is at home against the Chicago White Sox. Some seeding at stake for Detroit and Kansas City in their ball games. LA is in Colorado. Cincinnati visits the Cubs at Wrigley Field. Tampa Bay is in Boston. Kansas City, as mentioned, they are in Atlanta. Big game for both of those teams. Atlanta needs to win. If they win, they are basically in. Mets, if they win, they get to play a doubleheader tomorrow potentially. San Diego visits the Arizona Diamondbacks in Phoenix. Weird situation for Arizona. We will chronicle all of that over the course of today. Pittsburgh and New York, they are delayed, as well as Houston and Cleveland out in Cleveland. Colin Ray makes the start for the Brewers on this final day of the regular season, and here to call it for you, here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you. And this broadcast once again is authorized by the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. It is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast or other use without the expressed written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club is prohibited. Francisco Lindor will lead things off for New York. Colin Ray is all set to work. And now time called, another electronic failure. And the new piece of equipment, I don't know if he wants a hat or the who's in the dugout with another? There's only one guy can have one, right? In the dugout?
You got the pitcher's got one in his cap. Yeah. I'm not even sure he had one in his cap to begin with. You've got the shortstop. Usually the second baseman has one.
Oh, here comes David Peterson. He's got it.
Stealing signs. Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, God.
We got our wires crossed. We're getting the Mets signals.
Oh, man. Lindor is in there. Colin Ray is ready, and the first pitch is good for a strike. Brought to you by Carbless, premium cocktails in a can. Enjoy every pitch out here at American Family Field. Find Carbless here, too. One strike offering. Missed outside with that one. Even at a ball and a strike. It was much easier when you just stuck a finger down. I think. 2-1 delivery. Lindor took it low. Breaking ball that time from Cullen. 3 balls on a strike. Mets must win. Can't make it any tougher than that. They got to win. Low and away, and they got a runner. Free ride from Colin Ray. 41st walk on the year from the Brewers right-hander. Jose Iglesias, second baseman, is the batter. Brandon Nimmo is due next. Right now it's Iglesias. And from the stretch, there goes Lindor. The throw to second base, going to be high and wide. And it's a stolen base for the Mets shortstop. For the Mets, stolen base number 102 on the year. Colin Ray, a checkup, and Lindor down low and away and off the inside with that one. Diving fastball just off that outside. 2-0 delivery. Missed inside. 3-0 now from Colin Ray. Free ride for Lindor. Iglesias sitting 3-0. And the pitch. That one's in there, right down the middle. 3 balls on a strike. Colin Ray lifetime against New York. 3-0. The stretch. And the pitch. Bouncer hit to short. Adames has that and just did get him. Iglesias with good speed. About a half a step. Will he throw him out? Brandon Nimmo is the batter. Playing in left field today. Runner at second for New York now with 1 out. 224 in the batting average department. 22 home runs on the year. He's 1 for 9 in this series. Lines one in the center. That's going to be a base hit. Throw coming on to home plate. Cut off. Or is it? Nope. Came on and late. Belly flop slide, and Lindor outran the throw. Perfect throw from Perkins, a one-hopper. And it's 1-0 New York. First hit in the game. Line single to center. Mark Vientos is the batter. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Breaking ball down low and away, and he had a rip. '88th RBI on the season. Throw to first, runners back in time. Colin Ray, all set to work. And the pitch. That's low and away. Breaking ball that time from Colin Ray. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready to work. C-Ray deals. Ripped to short. And a backhanded grab by Willie Adames to take a base hit away from Vientos. Hit that one right on the button. But a backhanded grab by Willie Adames. Second out in the inning. Peter Alonso, 1 for 7 in the series. The pitch in tight. 1 ball and no strikes. "34 home runs on the year for Alonso. Driven in 88. And the pitch. That one's good. Fastball strike on the outside corner. Alonso at 241 in the batting average department. Throw to first, runners back in time. Colin Ray all set. Coming back. A low breaking ball, just missed. Two balls and a strike now. Haas, the sign. Shaking off now, ready to work. And time called. All right, set to go again. Hear a lot of Mets folks here today. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw to second is going to be late. Another stolen base for New York. .103 on the year now. 2 here in the opening inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. C-Ray ready. Coming back. Low and outside. Missed way off the outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Alonso stepping out, now back in there. From the stretch. Here it is. Missed outside, he walked him. So Alonso the free ride. Now J.D. Martinez.
So much scoreboard watching across Major League Baseball, especially in Atlanta and in Arizona going into the game today, as Chris Hook is on his way out to chat with Colin Ray, who's at 19 pitches already. But everybody is focused on what they're trying to do, especially in those 3 games. Arizona's in a situation where if they lose,
it's over.
They're done.
They're done.
They're done. But the Mets could still lose and play a doubleheader tomorrow in Atlanta. Atlanta, if they win, they're in. They win 1 game, they're in. They may still have to play tomorrow against the Mets to make up 2 games that they lost earlier this week. But they're at least in.
You know, I guess if you look at it, Jeff, I mean, the doubleheader is tough. But if it keeps you alive, if you got a shot yet, I know the players want to play. They'll go and play. They'll play 4 doubleheaders if you have to, if you get to postseason.
If it means getting in, for sure. And I think the Brewers and the Padres alike, because the Padres are in there waiting to see who they're going to play. They want to see the doubleheader happen.
Absolutely.
Then you got to use your pitchers if you're the other 2 teams.
Fastball strike on J.D. Martinez.
If the Braves have to play tomorrow, that takes Chris Sale out of game 1 or game 2, because then you're not guaranteed to get in.
Exactly. Yep. Colin Ray, 1 strike offering. Martinez took it low and away. Even at 1-1 now.
We are going to be scoreboard watching all day long.
Yeah. That's the way it's going to be. Collins shakes off, now steps off, and J.D. Martinez steps out.
I will say this, Uke, it is much better to be in the Brewers situation where you're sitting back and waiting.
Oh, boy. From the stretch, low and outside. He's missing by a lot. Velocity is there. He's throwing well, but he's missing off that outside on Martinez. Yeah. This one hit foul against the screen. Martinez a good rip at that one. Well, if you're into the game and you're in the postseason and looking forward to it, you got a big day today. Pre-postseason. And the pitch. Hit in the air to center and playable and caught. To end the inning. Finally, all right. Bryce Turang is in there to lead things off. David Peterson, left-hander for New York, deals a strike on a fastball, and it's 0-1. Chourio and then Willie Adames to follow. That one missed outside, and it's even at a ball and a strike. 1-0 New York Mets if you joined us late. Peterson wheels and deals again. He missed off the outside. 9-3 on the year for Peterson. ERA a tad over 3. Winds and deals again. Hit to third and gobbled up there by Vientos. Throws in the dirt. And a nice dig out by Alonso on a low throw. That one was a rocket. Hit to third. Vientos, he had plenty of time, but he kind of had trouble getting a handle on it. Threw in the dirt, and Pete Alonso, veteran third baseman, first baseman, and then dug out by Peter. And the pitch. Bullseye right down the middle, about knee high. From the windup. In there again, that time on the outside corner. 2 strikes on Jackson Chourio. And the pitch. Roller up along third. It will be a base hit. David Peterson got to it in a hurry. That's what happens when you're going good and you're having a rookie season like Chourio. Swinging bunt. And with his speed, that one, no chance. Willie Adames is the batter. Throw to first, runners back in time. And from the stretch, in the dirt and knocked down by Alvarez. Good save by the Mets catcher.
First update of the ball game, you
go ahead.
Kansas City leads 3-0 over Atlanta. 3-run homer by Michael Massey. That's a big deal.
Wow. 1-0 pitch. It's upstairs about letter high. And it's 2-0 now. 3-run shot.
3-run shot.
Whoa. Peterson coming back. He missed again. Upstairs. 3 balls and no strikes. Who's working that game for Atlanta?
Charlie Morton.
Charlie Morton.
40-year-old.
Oh, yeah. Former Pirate. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
At one time, the pitch. That's too high, and he walked him. Free ride for Willie Adamas, Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference. Brewers right back after it. 2 on, nobody out, and a 1-0 New York lead.
San Diego has also jumped out to a 1-0 lead in the top of the second inning over Arizona.
I'm telling you. Fastball strike, no doubt about that one. It's really comfortable sitting here, and everything's okay. Yep. No matter what happens, we're okay. The pitch, strike 2 on Jake Bauers. 12 home runs on the year for Jake Bauers. 43 driven in. The stretch. Here he comes again. And just missed with that one. Not by all that much. And the pitch. Bouncer hit to first. Alonso will go to second for 1. That's all they'll get. Cleanup hitter. Jake Bauers with a fielder's choice. Ground out. Eric Haas doing the catching today is going to be the batter. South Milwaukee, Oak Creek, all across the state. Locally owned, loyal family renovations. Now the pitch. Roller hit foul on a jam job slider. Eric Haas, 286 for him, done a good job. 5 home runs with 14 driven in. Beautiful day today in Milwaukee. From the stretch, Peterson deals again. That one pulled down by Alvarez. 2-men are out here. Runners are at the corners. Now the pitch. Check swing on a changeup down low. Brewers score in the first inning. Quick trip around the bases for Tammy Fiedler, Bloomington, Wisconsin. $100. He's 90 feet away, Tammy. Now the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Alvarez hangs on. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Final game of the championship season. Nice crowd here at American Family Field today. Still room for you if you're looking for something to do. Come on out. The stretch. The pitch. Struck him out swinging. And he gets out of it with no further damage. Mets still lead it 1-0 after 1 on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American. Baseball brought to you in part by Miller Lite. The original light beer, great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. And Starling Marte time. To lead things off here for New York. And the pitch, bunting, third base side, and Colin Ray picks it up and throws him out. Nice play by C-Ray. Off the mound in a hurry, picked it up quickly and threw a bullet to first. 1-3 if you go along with us. Francisco Alvarez, the catcher, is the batter. Former Brewer Tyrone Taylor due next. 1-0 New York. And the pitch upstairs, and it's ball one. He's working from the stretch. And the pitch drops in nicely, and it's even at a ball and a strike. 1-1 on Alvarez. From the stretch. Hit in the air into right center. Base hit. That's all he'll get. And that's enough. Made the big turn, but held at first. Tyrone Taylor is the batter. Tyrone Taylor at .247. 7 home runs for the former Brewer and 35 driven in. And the pitch in tight. 1 ball and no strikes. Slightly open stance for Tyrone. And the pitch hit sharply to a diving backhanded grab by Ortiz. They'll turn one, and that's all, but I don't know how they did that. Wow. An absolute rocket hit to third. Ortiz with a diving backhanded grab, and then got up and threw to second. Got the force there, and the relay from Terang a tad late. I don't know how he turned that one. Wow. As good as it gets right there. Francisco Lindor, throw to first. Runner is back. And just did get back. What a play by Ortiz. Boy, he's turned some beauties.
Just a joy to watch him play third base, and Bryce Terang at second base. You're right. It doesn't get any better than both those guys.
Can't do that. Wow, Jeff, you're right. The pitch off the inside corner.
There's so many good third basemen defensively in the National League. Gold Glove is certainly in Joey Ortiz's future, I think.
I'm telling you. You can't do it any better than that. You really can't. And as a hitter, it's frustrating. The pitch missed outside. 2-0 now on Lindor, who walked and scored the only run in the game thus far. Wow.
You hit a ball that hard in that spot, and you're thinking you at least got a double.
Yeah. I mean, come on. And the pitch drops low off speed. 3-0. Sometimes you got to give a hitter credit, but you don't have to do it.
That's a tough 0 for 1.
I'm telling you. And the pitch right in there with a fastball. You're right, Jeff. You know, sometimes you say, hey, you know, this guy's an all-star, and anything else you want to accolade him about, go ahead, because he's that good. But as a hitter, you hate it. 3-1 delivery, hit it foul against the screen. I tell you, that guy has made some plays, and not because he's a Brewer, but because he's that good. Those backhanded style grabs and that play at second that he usually gets, runner goes, swing and a foul, or is it nope, it'll be fair down the left field line. Sunshine to end the inning. Yep.
Is the sound of summer.
Oh my goodness.
On the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
Isaac Collins swings and fouls, and it's 0-1 on him. Peterson From the windup and a swing and a miss. 0-2. Collins, Perkins, Sanchez doing the DHing today. Now the windup and the pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Ball 1 and strike 2. From the windup, up and in. Fastball missing about letter high. Two balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Bouncer hit foul past Jason Lane down at third base. New Fleet Rewards program has arrived at Fleet Farm. Enjoy special perks and find out how you can earn rewards fast. The pitch. Hit foul again. That one winding up near the Mets on deck circle. Join today or sign into your account at fleetfarm.com/rewards. 2-2 and coming back. Low and inside. Taking him full now, 3-2. Collins appearing in game number 11 on the year. The pitch. Low and away, or is it? Nope. Delayed call by Lance Barrett. Struck him out. Collins is gone via the strikeout route. Blake Perkins is the batter. .241 with 6 home runs on the year. Bullseye, fastball, strike. David Peterson deals again. That time he missed. Been in that letter high area for the most part today. Here he comes again. Swing and a miss. He went around halfway or more, if you will. Ball 1 and strike 2 now. And the pitch. Hit it foul. And a rip and fouled it back. Baseball brought to you in part by Usingers and their great tasting Pine River cheese spreads. The sausage and the cheese, the pitch. Check swing, did he go? Did not. Two balls and 2 strikes. Some of the great cheese from Usingers. And the pitch. Too high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Great cheese and that Pine River cheese spread. Custard, ice cream, you name it. High and wide, he walked him. Second walk given up by Peterson. He has struck out a pair and walked 2. Gary Sanchez is going to be the batter. Anything else down in Atlanta, Jeff?
Nothing yet. Still 3-0.
3-0.
Bottom of the second inning.
Okay. Throw to first. And he's back.
I was so mesmerized by your Usingers, Duke. I'm thinking about playoffs and Tuesday and Wednesday at least, and potentially Thursday if necessary, and all the tailgating that's going to be going on.
You can't do it any easier than with the Pine River cheese spread. You got to try that stuff, folks. It is really good. The stretch, the pitch. Hit in the air into very shallow right center and caught by Starling Marte.
great crowd tonight, or this afternoon, I should say, but
Absolutely.
It's going to be jammed next week.
Oh, boy. Was that Tyrone Taylor in center?
Taylor is in center, yep.
Yeah, I thought they had him in left. Okay, we got it. 2 men are out, and the pitch good for a strike.
Sounds like, well, we don't know the exact time or the opponent for Tuesday, but feels like that could be an evening game.
Which one?
Which is good.
Oh,
Game
yeah.
one.
Oh,
Game
yeah.
one of the series.
And the pitch hit on the ground to second. And the inning. Is over. Third's on, so's Jeff Levering.
Thanks so much, Uke. It's Jose Iglesias leading it off. It's a 1-0 Mets lead, a run in the first. Iglesias working on a 19-game hitting streak. As Colin Ray's back out there, settled in the second. 0-1 pitch is a line drive into right, a base hit, a 20-game hitting streak for Jose Iglesias. That is a lot of games to get a knock in consecutively. And leads off the third with a hit. Now it's Brandon Nimmo. RBI single in the first inning.
You know, it's not hard to figure out why he does what he does, because he hits them all over, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Right field, down the left field line, he's right on it.
Okay, it was a shortstop by trade in the Red Sox organization. He's bounced around the last few years. Brandon Nimmo, the hitter. And Nimmo takes a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. I'm talking about playoff baseball in Milwaukee next week. And the Brewers and their fans have been treated to a lot of postseason baseball in the last 7 years. 6 trips to the playoffs. Swinging a foul at home plate. And it's 0-2. Something this city hasn't seen a lot of. And you've seen a lot of it. 81 and 82 and then 08 and 2011. But this stretch since 2018 has been as good as anybody.
You know, it's a long time, Jeff. I mean, it's a long season, too, but you certainly do look forward to postseason play. Yep.
0-2 on Brandon Nimmo. Runner stays put. It's inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, it's great for the fans, but the bottom line is the players. I mean, they've busted their backsides all season long to get here.
Ray on 1-2, looks in and throws home. Strike 3 called. Bottom of the zone with a fastball. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin strikeout. For Colin Ray, that's his first. I mean, even all those long days in spring training where you're trying to figure out who's on the roster and who's playing, and number 97's in there, and going to the playoffs is what it's all about. And it takes a lot of those guys that are playing in those games in spring training, too.
At some point during the season.
Vientos is the batter and takes ball 1.
At some point during the season, they're going to be here, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've seen it up and down, and that's the way it is today. It's changed. The rosters and the moves have changed considerably.
Runner takes off. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball hit to short. Adames has it. He's got one play. It's to first, and he'll throw out Mark Vientos for out number 2. Hitter will be Pete Alonso, the runner in scoring position. For the players, and you know, for you, you're in the clubhouse every day too. It means a lot to the clubhouse guys and the bat boys and everybody that's involved in the organization. It's not, I mean, the players on the field do it. That's at the end of the day, but there are a lot of people behind the scenes that make it a lot easier on them. First pitch to Alonso is fouled back, and it's 0-1.
You're right on. I mean, there's a lot more people involved in what happens at American Family Field than just the players. I mean, the players are bottom line, and they're the ones that are going to get after it for you and us, and they do.
Rays 0-1 to Alonso, swing and a miss. 0-2.
And you know, after 162, if you're in there and you got a shot you're going to do everything at all possible to get there.
0-2 the count. Haas going away. Runner at second base. Rays pitch. Swing and a foul held on to by Haas. And the inning ends. Couple of Ks for Colin Ray in the third inning. The Mets strand a runner. Third inning in Milwaukee. 1-0 Mets. And Bryce Terang will lead it off against David Peterson. Potawatomi Casino Hotel 3-bagger in the third contest is happening right now. You got some good guys coming up for you. First pitch from Peterson is a strike at the knees. Our contestant today is Luis Uracha from Crystal Lake, Illinois. Luis will win a Potawatomi prize package if a member of the crew hits a triple in the inning. Terang to center field, but right in the tracks of Tyrone Taylor, shy of the warning track for out number 1. Visit WTMJ.com to enter for official contest rules. And before we continue, 10 seconds, station ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Bob Uecker and Kent Sommerfeld, Jeff Levering with you from American Family Field. And the first pitch to Jackson Chourio is a wide strike one. That wide strike's been there all day for Lance Barrett, the home plate umpire. 0-1 pitch. Chourio took it outside with a changeup. Well, Jackson Chourio, what a year for him. 20 years old. First year in the big leagues, 20-plus homers, 20-plus stolen bases. Youngest Brewer to ever do that. Youngest player in the big leagues to ever do it. A ground ball to short, backhanded by Lindor, and throw to first. And Chourio is out 6-3. He is going to be a fun one to watch for a long, long time wearing a Brewers uniform, Jackson Chourio.
Yeah, that's the one thing, wearing a Brewers uniform. I would doubt that the organization would make any kind of move to disperse Jackson.
Here's Willie Adames, and Adames will take a strike. Drew a walk his first time up. It's 0-1. Jackson Chourio, that 8-year deal before even playing a game in the major leagues. And I'd say that deal paid off and then some. In just year one, your strike 2 on Willie Adames with a curveball.
What a good feeling that must be.
Right? 0-2 pitch. It's down low and in the dirt. They'll peel the swing. He didn't go. And it's just a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, the comfort of knowing that, all right, I made it. I think that was a big part of, for Chourio, his big turnaround in June, realizing, hey, listen, I know I'm here. I just got to play the way that I need to play, and everything's going to be okay.
Don't bother me.
Yeah. Lay off. It'll be fine.
You got. Oh, man.
1-2. Chopper right back to the mound. Peterson gloves it, throws to first, and the Brewers go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. It stays 1-0 Mets. Fourth inning, J.D. Martinez leads it off for New York. Fly to center field, stranded a couple of men on base back in the first. Colin Ray's given up 2 hits since the first inning. 1-0 Mets. Colin Ray ready to go, and the first pitch is fouled back into the netting, and it's 0-1. Whether you're off to the ballpark or dog park, Citgo top-tier Trank Clean gasoline gets you where you need to go. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 0-1 on J.D. Martinez. 0 for 3 on Friday, 0 for 1 so far this afternoon. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Carved him up with a 2-seamer. 0-2 on Martinez. Just a different vibe in the ballpark today, knowing what's coming next week. 0-2 pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 as Martinez waits. Haas going away. Ray's pitch. Down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Atlanta got a run in the third inning to make it 3-1 Kansas City. As we go to the fourth in Atlanta, that's certainly big for the Mets. Braves win, they're in. Simple as that. Mets need to win. D-backs need to win more than anybody. 2-2. Missed low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's a situation, Uke, where Arizona, if they win today, and if the Mets have to go down to Atlanta and play their doubleheader, Arizona could be sitting on an airplane tomorrow watching that doubleheader. Pitch, a ground ball to third. It hits the bag and goes down the left field line. Collins gets to it quickly. Martinez hustling. Here comes the throw, and it's late. J.D. Martinez with a double off the third base bag, and that snaps. And 0 for 36 at the plate. So big hit for J.D. Martinez. Leadoff double. And Starling Marte is going to be the hitter. Arizona could be sitting on that airplane watching that doubleheader potentially tomorrow between the Braves and Mets and not know whether they're going to San Diego
before leaving.
Right. They'd be watching the game.
Yeah.
Watch the result of the game, go to San Diego, go to Milwaukee, or leave the plane and your season's over. Marte swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? Sitting on an
can't.
airplane and watching the game, and the fate is in somebody else's hands.
No, I can't.
0-1 on Marte. Trying to bunt his way on. Bunts and pulls it back and takes a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, and sitting there and waiting and wondering. I mean, no, I can't.
Right.
I really can't. As a player, I can't. No. No way.
Very uneasy. All those games in May and June as Marte bunts. It's back to Ray. Picks it clean. Throws to first. Gets the out on Marte. Over to third goes J.D. Martinez. It's one of those games that can be just crushers early on in the season. Man, I wish we would have won that ball game. Then you wouldn't be sitting in this situation.
Yeah, you don't pay any attention to him back then. You know, all right, so what? You know, let's go on to the next town or next city, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And get it done. And if not, you're going back home again. Well, so what? Long way to go.
Alvarez at the plate. And the first pitch is a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Alvarez a base hit back in the 2nd inning. But every game means something.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Man.
Infield's up for the Brewers. 1-0 Mets knocking on the door again. And Alvarez lines one to left field. It'll fall in front of Collins. Martinez will come down the line and score to make it 2-0 New York. Game that they gotta have. Mets are up 2-0 in this 4th inning against Colin Ray and the Brewers.
Yeah, it makes a lot of difference, Jeff, as a player. You know, the attitude and what you think. You know, front office, upstairs, totally different.
Taylor waits. Colin Ray throws to him, and he's got a strike, and it's 0-1.
I'm just saying that as a player, you got tomorrow. You're going to play again. You know, that's the attitude. So what? Don't worry about it. We got 2 more trips here, or whatever.
0-1 to Taylor. Line drive left field. Collins can't get there. It's going to be towards the line. Collins cuts it off. Stopping at second base is Alvarez. 3 hits in the inning now for the Mets. Back-to-back singles by the 8 and 9 hitters to set up Lindor, who's coming up. Yeah, going into the clubhouse before the game today, Uke, the players they're in a great place, great frame of mind. All they know is they get to play, they get to hang out, and wait for everybody else's business to be taken care of.
Yep.
But the wheels are moving upstairs, and again, this is a series against the Mets where you're seeing what they've got, because you could potentially see them again on Tuesday.
Absolutely.
That's the wild thing. I mean, the Mets, first one to Lindor is inside. The Mets checked out of their hotel today.
Yeah, they might need another one.
Yeah.
You know, and not only that, Jeff, but you know, your traveling secretary.
Oof.
For him to try and line up.
1-0 is a strike, 1-1.
Living conditions for you someplace, whether it be, you know, tents or whatever. Dick's Sporting Goods, I don't know.
Yeah.
It all works.
Pick up separate laundry bags.
Absolutely.
You know, remember a few years ago, 2019, when the Brewers clinched in Cincinnati and then finished the year in Colorado. The Brewers played that series in Colorado, and they could have gone to 3 different places.
Yes.
Could have come home. They could have gone to St. Louis to play a play-in game. The 1-1 to Lindor is off the plate, 2-1. Could have gone to L.A. to play the series. Ended up going and playing the wild card game in Washington, D.C.
Exactly. It was a lot colder coming back home. I remember that.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. 2-1 the count on Lindor. And it's lined to right, a base hit. They're going to send the runner around third. Here comes the throw home from Chourio. It'll be cut off. It's 3-0 New York. 3 straight hits. And Francisco Lindor delivers RBI number 87. MVP chance for Lindor as Chris Hook is coming out to go chat with Colin Ray. 4 hits in the inning for the New York Mets. Yeah, that's the part, the travel component of it, that a lot of people don't realize. They just think, okay, well, they're just going to get on a plane, they're going to end up going somewhere else. But if you're a traveling secretary or an assistant, you have to have hotel rooms ready in 4 different cities.
You got to. I mean, and you got to do the planning a long time ahead of time. And, you know, you're around, you see the same thing that we all do.
Yep.
You have people that take care of you in certain cities, and if you need them, you got to let them know we may need you and need all the rooms we can get.
Right.
And if that happens, hopefully somebody likes you too on the other side.
The funny thing is, if somebody doesn't take your rooms, another team will take your rooms.
Somebody. You might be on somebody else's sheet, too.
That's right. Lindor's got a big lead over at first base. Iglesias is the hitter. Lindor goes. Haas throws to second base, and it's late. Lindor with another stolen base. Second and third for the New York Mets. That's their 3rd stolen base of the game. Second and third infield's going to come up for Milwaukee now. And we've got action in the other cities, too. The Mets have a 3-0 lead right now. Nobody loosening the Brewers' pen. Ray delivers a strike. The D-backs have just taken a 4-1 lead over San Diego in the 4th inning in a game they've got to have. And Kansas City leads 4-1 in Atlanta in the top of the 4th. Oh, 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Iglesias has gone on strikes. Big strikeout for Colin Ray with the ASAP strikeout number 3. And don't look now. Arizona just added 2 more. Just as we gave that update. 6-1 Diamondbacks over the Padres. Again, that could be a matchup.
I'll tell you, the best place to be, Jeff, honest, really, is a player.
Yep. Brandon Nimmo, the hitter, and Nimmo a swing and a miss.
They're the most comfortable.
Yeah.
They are. That's the way it is.
We have this fancy sheet, and we were talking about it in our pregame show, that outlines all of the different scenarios. The 0-1, and Nimmo pops it up, foul out of play. So if the Braves end up losing, but the Mets and Diamondbacks win, the Mets would still have to go down to Atlanta and play a doubleheader. The Braves would need to win 1 in Monday's doubleheader against the Mets. The Mets would need to win 1 in that doubleheader. The Diamondbacks.
Mets got to win 1?
Yeah. Mets would need to win 1. Braves would need to win 1, and then the D-backs would be on their way out. That's low and in the dirt. Haas can't find it. They've got 2 runners hung out to dry, but Haas ends up putting the baseball in his back pocket. Lindor was about 3/4 of the way to third and then able to hustle back. Haas was not in any mood to try and make a throw behind Lindor. Yeah, the Diamondbacks in that situation would need either Atlanta or the Mets to win both games of the doubleheader. So someone's got to get swept in the doubleheader for Arizona to get in. 1-2. Ground ball to second base. Terang's got it. Throws to first and the inning ends. Mets get 2 though in the top of the 4th. It's 3-0 New York. Bottom of the 4th coming up, starting with Jake Bauers when we come. Jake Bauers leads things off. A reminder from Schneider and their professional truck drivers: slow down, move over, and drive safely in work zones. 3-0 Mets. Pitch from Peterson is a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Brewers have just a base hit. A Jackson Churio infield single in the first inning. Mets 3 runs on 7 hits. Pitch to Bauers. A fly ball into left center. Sends Tyrone Taylor back onto the warning track to make the catch. 1 up and 1 down in the 4th for Eric Haas.
You know, when you go through 162 plus, what do we do spring training games? 30?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Maybe a little more, whatever. And then it all boils down to something like this on this last day of the season. Who could write that, Jeff?
It's crazy. Haas takes a strike. You know, we talked about it a couple of innings ago too, Uke. It was just, you think about that one game that you let slip away, and that's the one that's going to eat at you if you end up not making it. Haas fouls it back, and it's 0-2.
It does, and it's almost where you hate to go back and look at a certain series in a certain city that kind of ate you up.
2-strike pitch is low and in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And it eats at you. You're right. It eats at you. There's nothing you can do about it. Not a thing.
Frustrating beyond belief.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, in different sports, you play so fewer games. 1-2 to Haas. Swing and a miss. He strikes out again. Strikeout number 3 for Peterson. You know, in football, you have to sit on that loss for a week.
Yeah.
The beauty of baseball is that there are so many. You don't have to think about yesterday's ball game until tomorrow.
Yeah.
You get to think about something else.
You can't.
Right.
You can't. You got to come to work the next day up here.
Yeah.
Not down here.
Yep. Here's Collins, and Isaac Collins takes low. But that one game might mean something too.
Oh, man. It's awful. Yeah.
That's the whole crux of the whole deal, is that you play so many, but one could be the difference. That's up and away. 2 balls, no strikes on Collins.
Absolutely right on. I mean, we back in 1964, I know it's a long time ago.
2-0 pitch, lined into left, and coming in to make the catch is Nimmo, and the inning ends. We head to the 5th inning. We'll continue in just a moment. 3-0 Mets on the Brewers radio. Colin Ray's back at it in the 5th inning. Mark Vientos is going to lead it off. He's 0-for-2 so far in the game. We were talking about back in the day, how things were going down to the final day of the regular season for you, as the pitch is a strike and it's 0-1.
Yeah, we had a huge lead in St. Louis and could not win a game, and the Philadelphia Phillies
0-1 to Vientos is hit foul. 0-2.
Had a chance to win. They had a big lead in and we caught them and passed them, took over, but it was awful for us too.
0-2 pitch is down and away.
To have the kind of lead we had at the end, a 3-game lead or whatever it was, and could not win a game against the Cincinnati Reds, who were bad.
1-2 is off the plate away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So the 3 of us, Phillies, Reds, and Cardinals, all fighting for the championship on the last day of the season. And it took, one of those freaky figure me out.
2-2 pitch is a ground ball towards the middle and a base hit for Vientos to get the inning started for New York.
To get all of us into a tie where we would have a playoff with those 3 clubs. And it was awful. They had Harry Carey at that time doing the broadcast via his radio broadcast coming from Cincinnati. I think it was Byram Sam.
Wow.
Or somebody from Cincinnati at the time.
Pete Alonso's the hitter, runner at first. Ray's pitch is swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
And all of St. Louis, the populace is listening to the game via the radio. Harry's doing the game via the radio broadcast from Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible. But they finally won it.
Toss to first, back Vientos.
And put us in the championship to win. I think it was the Phillies winning the first two, and then Cincinnati finally winning on the last day to knock them out. But it was terrible.
0-1 on Alonso. Ray's pitch is going to hit him. Hit him right on the left elbow. It's first and second for New York with nobody out. I mean, that type of situation, that makes me think of 1982. Immediately you think about it with the Orioles and the Brewers. Got to win one in a 4-game series.
It was awful. It is. You don't think too much of it, Jeff, as a player.
Mm-hmm.
But fans or doing the broadcasts and the front office people and everybody else, it's awful.
Excruciating is swing and a miss by J.D. Martinez, and it's 0-1.
You're right. You hit it right on. It's excruciating pain. There's nothing you can do about it.
Sit, watch, and pray.
Yeah.
0-1 on Martinez, doubled his last time, and there's a ball in the dirt. Gets away from Haas. Up to third goes Vientos. To second goes Alonso. Takes a double play out of order for Colin Ray.
Yeah, you're right. You can't do nothing about it.
In the case of 1982, you got the players that are thinking, all right, we can go and win one ball game. We're playing pretty good baseball right now. And then you lose game one, and then you start to maybe doubt. And game two.
Yeah.
Game three. Uh-oh.
Exactly.
1-1. Hit foul, 1-2 on J.D. Martinez.
I'm telling you, I just. It's excruciating pain. It really is.
And then you just have a guy like Don Sutton go out there and throw the game of his life.
It's
1-2 is high.
Yeah,
2-2.
it's merciless. It is. And, as a player, you're not paying much attention to it. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think, working up here or working in the front office is bad. Mm-hmm. It's tough.
Hanging on every pitch.
Oh.
2-2 is a swing and a miss, and Ray strikes out J.D. Martinez. Out number one, Starling Marte is going to be the hitter. Another ortho ASAP strikeout. The wild thing for me, Uke, is that we talk about that one game that could mean so much. And for the Brewers, since 2017, they have played two games that haven't had playoff implications. Since 2017. That's a lot.
That I'm telling you. I mean, and now for me, being up here and working on the other side and doing what we're doing, it's tough.
Francisco Alvarez is going to hit, and he lines one fouled on the third base line. They had just intentionally walked Marte to load the bases, set up a double play situation, and Alvarez with strike one on a line drive foul.
I've been there, went through that with the Cardinals, and was there when we won and won against the Yankees to win a World Series. There's nothing better than doing that, but man, to get there and do it, it's different.
0-1 on Alvarez. Infield's back, and it's low into the dirt. 1-1 strike on Alvarez.
And everybody gets a chance. You got to play, and no matter what happened yesterday, tomorrow, new game.
Mm-hmm. Ball and a strike. Ray throws, and it's foul. through the splitter. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the bases loaded for the Mets in the top of the 5th inning.
And those guys that are, in the finale, they want to beat your brains out too.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And you got to do it, and it's hard. It is. It's tough to do, and look at it.
Ray with a long look in at Haas, and now steps off the back of the rubber for a disengagement to reset the clock.
It's, you have the capable people to do the job, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way.
Stuff happens. To the best of teams. 0-1 pitch is outside. Should say 1-2. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Francisco Alvarez. Yeah, even the best teams get beat. You see this run that the Dodgers have been on for the last decade, and they've only got 1 World Series. It happens. 2-2 pitch. Just missed. That has gone against the Brewers today, but not on that particular pitch. 3-2 on Alvarez, and nowhere to put him, and Tyrone Taylor on deck. Three and two. Here it is, and a fly ball lifted to left. Back goes Collins on the track, makes the catch. Tagging and coming down the line to score is Vientos. It's a sacrifice fly for Alvarez to make it 4-0 New York. Could have been a lot worse. Mets get 1 more. Second RBI for Francisco Alvarez. And Tyrone Taylor is the hitter with runners at first and second. And 2 away. He had a base hit. He's reached on a fielder's choice out of the 9 spot. First one from Ray. Fouled away right side. 0-1 the count. That's why you play, though, to have a seat at the table.
Yeah, it is what it is. It could happen before you ever start that kind of a series. And there's nothing you can do about it. You got to go play. That's it.
The 0-1. Fly ball off the end of the bat to left. Collins nears the line. Makes the catch, and the inning ends. Colin Ray could have been a lot worse. Gives up 1. And the Mets strand. Brewers are coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Blake Perkins, Gary Sanchez, and Joey Ortiz. And the first pitch from Peterson misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. It's 4-0 New York. How about a quick vibe check? Cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. It's big vibe. Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the seltzer that passes the vibe check. Peterson's pitch is a ball off the inside corner to Perkins. 2 balls, no strikes. And for the Brewers, they've put themselves in a situation where they get to sit back and relax and wait for everything else to come to them. There's a strike on Perkins with a changeup. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch is up and out. 3 balls, 1 strike. I loved your chat with Murph today, Uke. Just an opportunity to, you guys do your show before every home game that you're working, and those are always fun chats. The 3-1 is a strike, and it's 3-2, but the way that Murph has been very introspective when he chats with you has been very refreshing. 3-2 to Perkins. Swing and a miss. 1 away in the bottom of the 5th.
Thank you, Jeff. He's, to the expectations that a lot of people had with Murph, it wasn't easy for him, to take over the situation that he did. And
Sanchez takes ball 1.
It's hard. To go through a lot of the stuff that he had to go through this year,
That's outside 2-0.
Injuries and everything else that took place. But here's a first year, so to speak, guy in Milwaukee anyway. And
2-0 high, 3-0.
operating after, kind of a situation that wasn't very pleasant.
3-0 pitch is a strike on Sanchez.
It takes a little extra, but he's capable of handling it. I thought he did a great job with the club this year. I really did. And knowing Murph and knowing how long he's been around the game and sports in general, all sports.
3-1 pitch to Sanchez is a check swing. Did he go? He did, says the first base umpire. And it's 3-2. The beauty of Pat Murphy is that he is not going to change for anybody. No matter what. And that is the beauty of Murph.
That's his plus.
3-2 pitch. And that is inside, no doubt about that. So a 1-out walk.
Yeah, he's big into all sports, Jeff. You know that. I mean, he's a big boxing fan and basketball, baseball. I don't care what it is. He loves sports, and to be around him enough where we see how he operates. You don't take much from anybody. I know that.
Pitch to Ortiz with a man on at first is a strike, and it's 0-1.
You better know what you're talking about when you approach. That's the way it is with him.
Yes. It's a very refreshing, exactly, you know what you're going to get. There's a ground ball back to the mound. Peterson's going to go to second for one, on to first, and it's a double play. And the bottom of the fifth inning is concluded. We will go to the sixth. It's 4-0 New York on the Brewers Radio Network. Field. Bob Uecker, and we're going to have a guest play-by-play announcer in this inning. Toss it over to Josh Mauer for an inning with Yuki.
Yes.
Uke, I have never had the pleasure of actually wearing a headset next to you. And the honor is all mine.
No. You're on board, man. Are you kidding?
This is a fun moment.
You got the book?
Yeah, we're going to tag team the book here.
Okay.
Colin Ray stays out for the sixth in this 4-0 Mets lead, and top of the order, Lindor chops a foul. 0-1. Lindor, Iglesias, Nimmo against Ray. Uke, what a day. 162. Pitch misses inside. 1-1 on Lindor.
Yes.
You think about a season that goes from the end of March and then ends 6 months later, and all the twists and turns that come in between then and now.
Yes.
Ray with a 1-1. That misses a little bit high on Lindor. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. But what a season it's been.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the running, pal, and things are looking okay.
Ray's 2-1 pitch lifted deep into right field. Back towards the line. It's home run distance if it's fair. It is. And it's gone. It's a home run for Francisco Lindor. And the Mets add run number 5. Lindor is aboard for the 3rd time. It's 5-0 New York.
Yeah, sometimes it looks good, but sometimes... yeah, we got a lot of New York fans here, and they're chasing, and they're still in it, so to speak. And we'll find out following another day or two what happens with the New York Mets.
And I know you and Jeff have discussed this. They may just come right back here. So nobody on, nobody out. 5-0 as Jose Iglesias takes outside. What a weird scenario, though. They don't know where they're going after the game.
You know, I can't believe this whole thing turned into what it has. And Jeff and I have been talking about what's going to happen or could happen here and what's going to take place. Who's going, who's not going. The battle going on to try and keep this thing alive.
1-1 is lifted down the left field line. This is a long run over into the corner for Collins, but he's there in fair territory. And Collins makes the catch. 1 out in the 6th as Iglesias flies out.
The Brewers, Josh, have known what's been going on. They're okay. They're not worried about anything. But there's a lot of stuff happening that is going to take place on this last day of the season. There's still a bunch of stuff to work out. And it could happen.
It's a fun day. Brandon Nimmo fouls one back into the screen. As Hopi Milner starts to get loose in the bullpen, Josh Mauer, Bob Uecker, Kent Sommerfeld. Gorgeous day, big crowd for the regular season finale. Mets up 5-0 in the 6th. As Ray deals with Nimmo, who's 1 for 3. And the 0-1 pitch missed a little bit outside. You know what I was curious your thoughts on? I'm sure you saw some of the scenes from Oakland this past week.
Yeah.
They played their final game in Oakland as they get ready to leave town. 1-1 pitch is fouled into the screen by Nimmo. I wonder what you thought as you watched that. It was somewhat of a surreal situation when they had their last game on Thursday.
Yeah, you know, it's tough. I don't care where you are and who you play for. To be around that long and in the Bay Area.
Rays 1-2. Just missed outside, 2-2.
And the battle for the Bay Area, I guess, has been going on for such a long time between the Giants, who have been there for what seems like forever, and the Oakland A's, who have had much to say about baseball and championships. Some great players have come out of that Oakland system.
Great teams.
And and to just say bye-bye, it's kind of tough, you know. And for those of us who have been in the game,
3-2 is fouled back by Nimmo.
To see this happen, it's hard, you know. And I think about all the players that I knew as an active player that I hung around with and whatever.
3-2 pitch inside corner, struck him out looking. Fastball from Ray, and that's the second out in the 6th.
You know, it's been a baseball city, that whole area out there, and I think that's what's tough about it, Josh. To remember all the guys that were around when I played, and if you want to call it that, but it.
Ground ball back off of Colin Ray was hit by Vientos. Colin's going to try to get up and retrieve it, but Vientos is safe at first, and that got Colin pretty good. A hard comebacker that hit him, I think, in the lower body.
Yep.
It's going to be a 2-out infield single, and that may be the end of the day for Colin. Pat Murphy out of the dugout, and they've got Hopi Milner ready in the bullpen to come in.
You know, when you think of that whole situation out there, Josh, and the guys that have come through there, and you know, just the
naming great players on those calls.
I'm telling you, you know, baseball, Josh, during that time really revolved a lot around Oakland and McGuire.
So here's Alonso. Milner ready to work with 2 out, and he'll miss a little bit high on the Mets slugger. 1-0.
And a few of the others on that Oakland A's club that, you know, was as big and
down and away, and it's 2-0.
home run happy as you could ever want to be. Of course, a lot of stuff surrounding the Oakland A's too at that time, but
Hobies 2-0. Hit on the ground, a short hard hit into the breadbasket of Willie Adames. Pats his glove, throws to first. Alonso is out, and so is the side. Yeah, you could go. They had some great runs, the 70s. Then you had those Bash Brothers.
yeah.
Need your baseball fix? We've got you covered.
Swinging a drive to right, and
This is the home of Brewers baseball, WTMJ.
It'll be David Peterson continuing for the Mets as we go to the bottom of the 6th. He's got now a 5-run lead with which to work and deals with the top of the Brewers order. Strike one on Bryce Terang. Now a line drive hit opposite way, foul wide of third. Peterson ahead, 0-2. I don't get to do this often, Uke, but I get to tell everybody that the 6th inning is the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. We got one final regular season contestant. It's Phil Billings from De Pere. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss.
Well, here, have my log.
You've read this a few times over the years.
That's your job now.
Phil wins a gift card jackpot of $650 today.
Yeah.
Remember, the Crew hits a home run here in the 6th.
Why not?
Good luck to you, Phil. Got Jackson Churio and Willie Adames now to follow Terang. And the first pitch to Jackson's in there for a strike, 0-1. Some of these I imagine that you could just recite by heart. You don't need the cards that Kent gives you anymore.
Just the address.
0-1 is fouled back. It's 0-2.
Yeah, no, it's great to work with you. Are you kidding? Heck yeah.
I do have to thank you, though. Because welcoming me the way you have these last 3 seasons and making me a part of this booth and a part of this extended family, this has been the honor of my career.
Well, we're on board with you too here, buddy. And welcome to Milwaukee, and you're going to be around for a long, long time.
Pitch misses down and away, 1-2.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Heck yeah. Glad you're on board, and hopefully it'll be that way forever. Yep.
Pitch to the backstop, 2-2. This group up here, you guys know how to have fun. First thing I learned coming into this booth. Don't take anything seriously.
No, I'm happy for you. And
Peterson's 2-2. Churio swings and misses.
Lane Grindle and Jeff Levering. Yeah, heck yeah.
Been a great season for the Crew as they wait their wild card opponent on Tuesday. Should be an evening game. You and Jeff and Lane looking forward to the calls for hopefully a very long October. 2 outs, 5-0 Mets, and Willie Adames fouls one back out of play. And it could be a long October.
Yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah. That's what I'm looking for. And, you know, you guys and postseason play.
0-1 pitch. Misses inside to Willie.
You know, the regular season, Josh, is nothing. The postseason is the one that really gets you and grabs you.
1-1 is chopped into the dirt. Foul. 1-2.
Getting through the postseason is tough. It's tough. You don't talk a lot about it before you get there, but once you get there, it's tough. The postseason. Yep.
The intensity of it.
I'm telling you.
2 outs and a 1-2. Adames took it high. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. When you played in a playoff game, even, what was it?
Yeah, but we didn't have playoffs.
You had a World Series.
Yeah, we had a World Series, and that was it, though. You won your division.
Adames chops it softly to the shortstop, Lindor. He's got the play, and it's a 1-2-3.
I was going to say, instead of division, you won your...
This is the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
We made it back to American Family Field. Jeff Levering's back. Uke's going to take a break. Josh Mauer's still on, though. And the pitch is inside. 1 ball and 1 strike on J.D. Martinez.
I'm as surprised as you are.
Back in the game. You know what's awesome? We have a third microphone in here, too. There's a line drive caught by Willie Adames. One up and one down in the top of the 7th inning, and it sounds like we've got ourselves a guest appearance. Uke's back.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Does J.D. Martinez remind you of the Phillies right fielder?
Oh, absolutely. I think we've got a moment right now, Uke, as Willie Adames is going to be taken out of this ball game. Andre Monasterio is going to come in and play short, and this crowd is starting to realize what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And applauding accordingly.
Yeah. He earned it.
And there are some rumors that this may have happened earlier in the ball game, but for Willie Adames, wanting to play a couple of extra innings, he comes out, gets a standing ovation from the crowd. There's more games for him coming in Milwaukee. That's the beauty of it. Playoffs coming Tuesday, Wednesday, and potentially Thursday if necessary. But for what Willie Adames has done for this organization and for this city, really great opportunity to show the appreciation of the fans and the fans their appreciation for him. Hobie Milner back out there, delivers a strike on Starling Marte.
Yeah, he earned it. He earned it. And, the standing O and the people and what he's done for the city and
0-1 tap foul. It's 0-2.
His family, all of them that have been here throughout his time with the Brewers, been beautiful. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Good time.
0-2 on Marte, and a foul off on the right side.
You don't see a lot of players play 161 games anymore.
Not too many. Nope, you're right. Yep. It's not that easy anyway, but I mean, to do it, and you got to play through some injuries once in a while.
To short, Joey Ortiz, who slid over to play at shortstop. Monasterio checked in at third base. Ortiz makes the play. 6-3 on the ground out. Staying healthy is not an easy thing to do.
No, it's, you know what, Jeff, you're right. It's not major injuries all the time. I'm not talking about that. It's the nagging little injuries that sometimes really persist and stay with you, and you can't get rid of them.
Opening pitch to Alvarez outside, ball 1.
But you do get rid of them to play, and it's tough sometimes, but they do it.
Alvarez having a good day, couple of hits and a sac fly, takes a strike on the inside corner. I mean, even foul balls off your shin.
Oh man,
any of that stuff can take you out for a week.
It's. I don't know why they need liquid skin remover. You can do it with a baseball.
Swing and a miss by Alvarez. It's 1-2. Have you used a lot of that liquid skin remover? Nah, just the rawhide. Alvarez waiting on a 1-2 strike count.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. And it's low in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I hadn't really thought about a baseball being a replacement for it, though. That's the one that...
Yeah, spinning foul balls really can take skin away.
Sure they can. 2-2, Milner. Looking for a clean 7th. The pitch is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, this is not a facial. This is a foul ball.
You're going to have some dermatologists that are going to ask you for that. 3-2, foul at home plate. Kind of like cooking your using your sausage in the cigarette lighter in the car.
You got it. You got it.
Don't try that.
Okay.
Something we said a while ago. Don't do it. I don't even think they make cigarette lighters in cars anymore. 3-2, hit to right, peeling towards foul territory. It'll be Churio who's got room and makes the catch, and that will end the inning. It's time to stretch in Milwaukee. Mets have a 5-0 lead on the Brewers radio network. With Bob Uecker, Kent Sommerfeld, Josh Mauer, Jeff Levering aboard. Bottom of the 7th inning, our 7th inning stretch, sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Island is your premier resort destination, largest north of Milwaukee, and it's the place to be. So book your trip today at IslandResortAndCasino.com. Last regular season roll out the barrel here in Milwaukee. Playoffs begin on Tuesday, and if the prognosticators are correct, it sounds like an evening game will be on the way on Tuesday. Game 1 of round 1, and still trying to figure out who that opponent will be. Arizona's got an 8-2 lead over San Diego. The Braves are trailing Kansas City 4-2. The Mets are leading in this one. You want carnage? We've got it for you. Sounds like the Mets and the Braves are ticketed for Atlanta for a doubleheader tomorrow if all things continue the way that they are right now. Jake Bauers leads it off for the Brewers in this bottom of the 7th against Peterson. 84 pitches for David Peterson. First pitch is fouled at home plate, and it's 0-1.
Think about it with that doubleheader tomorrow, Jeff. The Brewers and their coaching staff, they're going to have to come up with 2 different plans tomorrow, I would think. You're going to have to plan for either of those teams, or maybe even the Diamondbacks could still be in play to come here.
Swing and a miss by Bauers, I should say. And it's 0-2. Definitely 3 plans, because if Arizona wins today, then they at least have the opportunity to sit and wait on someone else to decide their fate. A swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Peterson. That's his 7th in the game. And Eric Haas is going to come to the plate. We ran through this scenario earlier, but if you're Arizona and things go as they are right now, Braves win, or Braves lose, Mets win, D-backs win, Arizona's going to be watching that doubleheader on the plane. They need both. They need a sweep in order to get in by one of the 2 teams for Arizona. Winning today was paramount. They don't win today, they're done. If they don't win today, as Haas pops it up, foul territory, right side, and it will be caught by Tyrone Taylor, who's shifted over to right field before the inning began. Harrison Bader came into play in center field. But as we talked about, you could be Arizona sitting on an airplane and watching those 2 games and figuring out whether you're going to Milwaukee, going to San Diego, or getting off the plane and your season's over.
Yeah. Imagine that. I bet you that's a first.
Oh, it could be. Absolutely could be. Pitch to Collins is a strike, and it's 0-1. Nothing Mets in the bottom of the 7th inning. And it's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Brewers put themselves in the situation where they just sit back and wait.
Right, I'm complaining about having to come up with 3 game plans, but you'd certainly rather be that than the other 3.
Yeah, it's not in your hands who your opponent is, and that's okay. Certainly success against the Mets, success against the D-backs. Haven't seen the Braves since early August. Played him in those 6 games in the span of 10 days. 3-1 to Collins. Hit foul. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Certainly better to be where the Brewers are. Dodgers clinch the #1 overall seed. Phillies are in that 2 spot. 3-2 pitch is a called 3rd strike at the top of the zone. Peterson, how about this outing for him? 7 scoreless, 1-hit innings in a must-win game for the New York Mets. We go to the 8th in Milwaukee. 5-0 New York on the Brewers Radio Network. DL Hall is the new pitcher for the Brewers in the top of the 8th inning. Tyrone Taylor will lead it off. Where it was 3 broadcasters turned into 2, and now we're down to 1. So this may be an inning with a lot of promotional reads that we got going for you. Don't miss out on George Webb's double play meal deal, by the way. 7 cheeseburgers, 2 fries, just $17.99. Win, lose, home or away. GeorgeWebb.com for locations and details. Tyrone Taylor leads it off. First pitch from D.L. Hall. Missed outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Hall's been terrific out of the Brewers bullpen. Pitch, ground ball right side. Bryce Terang has it. Throws to first. Plenty of time to get Tyrone Taylor. 1 up, 1 down. Mets lead it 5-0. And we told you the Atlanta Braves trailing against the Royals. That game's 4-2 Kansas City in the bottom of the 7th. Arizona comfortably in front of San Diego 8-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch is a flinch ball. Home plate umpire Lance Barrett just flinched. Ball 1. Lindor's having a good day. 2 for 3. Couple of stolen bases. A homer. 2 runs batted in. 2 runs scored. That pitch was low apparently. 2 balls and no strikes. Hall shakes once. Behind in the count, 2-0. And the pitch. Ground ball right side. Terang again moving to his left. Fields and throws on the run. 2 away. Mets have to try and hit it to somebody different. Not a lot of hits over there on that right side of the infield with Bryce Terang. Today's 8th inning is brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council, representing 9,000 skilled union laborers throughout Wisconsin. Learn more at LiunaWisconsin.org. That's Liuna, and feel the power. Jose Iglesias takes a strike. The Brewers are going to be playing on Tuesday, round 1 of the playoffs. Go to Brewers.com, get your tickets. Make sure you're here for it. Here's the pitch to Iglesias and a base hit up the middle. Iglesias with his second hit. He extended his hitting streak to 20 games with a hit back in the 3rd. It's a 2-out single to get Brandon Nimmo to the plate. Easiest way for you to get playoff tickets is to become a season seat member for 2025. Early access to purchase 2024 postseason home game tickets. Become a new season seat member. Get it going, Brewers.com/ticket plans. Snap throw to first and back with a dive is Iglesias. Brewers getting blanked 5-0. Have just 1 hit. It came in the 1st inning. Have been retired in order since the 2nd. Peterson throwing a gem. This one jammed foul by Nimmo. Phil Maton had been loosening for the Mets. I believe he is still playing catch in that Mets bullpen. D.L. Hall has his sign and a toss to first again. Second pick over on Iglesias. I'd like to take a moment and thank Citgo for their partnership with the Brewers Radio Network all season long. It's their first year on the Brewers Radio Network. Sponsor the 3rd inning, the Try Clean Gasoline inning. 0-1 on Nimmo is called a ball. 96 on that fastball from Hall. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hall's going to be a weapon in that Brewers bullpen come Tuesday. He and Aaron Ashby. 1-1 inside. Nimmo nearly stuck his elbow out there like a chicken wing and got hit by that pitch. 2-1 on Brandon Nimmo. 5-0 Mets. Nimmo got the scoring started in the 1st. Pitch is called a ball. Well, those edges are really tight for the Brewers. Not so much for the Mets today. 3-1. Got Mark Vientos on deck. 3-1 pitch. Popped him up. Shallow center. Out goes Ortiz. In comes Perkins. Perkins makes the call, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Bottom of the 8th is on the way. Brewers will have Perkins, Sanchez, and Ortiz coming up, trailing 5-0 on the Brewers Radio Network. Couple of changes for the New York Mets. Phil Maton takes over on the mound. Luis Torrens is the new catcher for New York. And I believe that's it for now. Blake Perkins is the hitter against Maton. 7 scoreless, 1-hit innings from David Peterson on a game that the Mets had to have. First pitch is a strike on Perkins. It's 0-1. Blake Perkins today 0 for 1. He drew a walk in the second. One of just 4 base runners for the Brewers today against Peterson. Taken outside from Maton with a sweeper. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 10 left on base for New York. 1-1 to Perkins. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. 1-2 on Blake. Well, folks, you ready for the postseason? We're all set. We got all the usingers you need. Brats, Polish, Italians. Enough to get us through November. 1-2, hit foul. Stays the ball in 2 strikes. Great games, great food, great times, great friends. That's what it's all about. Get the boys in blue all the way to the World Series this year. That's the hope. 1-2 on Blake Perkins. Maton throws. Misses down and in with a sweeper. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Updating that scoreboard, Arizona with a 9-2 lead now in the bottom of the 7th inning. Again, they need a lot of help in order to get in after dropping the first couple of games of the Padres. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Alonso out of position. It'll be fielded by Iglesias. Race to the bag, and it's in time as Maton got there ahead of Blake Perkins. 1 gone in this 8th inning. Iglesias, a gold-gloved shortstop at one point, now playing at second base, and he plays that position exceptionally well. Gary Sanchez is the batter. He has flied out and drawn a walk. 1 out of 7 in the series. The 1 hit, a homer. Maton's first pitch is a strike. Fastball right down the middle at 89. It's the sweeper from Maton. That's the big pitch. Made his name with the Astros a couple of years ago. 0-1 coming. Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. DL Hall, the scoreless 8th inning after Hobie Milner went an inning and a 3rd scoreless. Nobody loosening in the Brewers' pen. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball strike on the front door. 1-2. 33,754 our attendance this afternoon. The final game, game 162. 1-2 pitch, hit foul. Brewers will finish this one up, stay put, and await their opponent and a game time. And what it sounds like is game time in the early evening on Tuesday. 1-2. Out and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So plan accordingly. Sanchez waiting again. Maton throws home. Chopper, third base side. Tough play. Vientos throws to first. It's wide and a base hit for Gary Sanchez. He legs it out for an infield single and gets a standing ovation from his teammates. First hit for the Brewers since the first inning, and both of their hits have been infield singles. Jackson Chourio in the first, and now Gary Sanchez. One of the more unlikely candidates to have an infield single, but he comes away with one. And now it's Joey Ortiz. He's bounced out twice, including into a double play back in the 5th. The pitch home. He is outside, ball 1. Ortiz now the shortstop for the Brewers. After Willie Adames was taken out of the ball game, the 1-0 is a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Andrew Monasterio took his place and slid over to third. Mets leading at 5-0. decent contingent of Mets fans over that first base dugout, third base dugout. That's down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike on Joey Ortiz. Maton looks over at first base. Alonso playing in front of Sanchez. The pitch fouled in and out of the glove of the new catcher Terens. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. Strike 3 called. Fastball at the knees. 2 away in the 8th, and it's Bryce Terang. You know, we were talking earlier about the defensive abilities of Joey Ortiz, but Bryce Terang, man, he is putting on a clinic at second base, huh?
I'll tell you what, all year long in spring training too, you know, and we had a chance to look at him a little bit last year, but I'm thinking he's really happy here in Milwaukee.
Line foul, third base side.
And to me, I think we ought to grab this guy and keep something here for a long time.
I think you're right. And Bryce Terang certainly a candidate. And should have won a Gold Glove last year. Ended up finishing in the top 3. Be a shock if he didn't this year. Ground ball towards the middle. That'll sneak through for a base hit. Sanchez station to station. Well, we got some life yet in the Brewers with Jackson Chourio coming up. First and second with 2 away.
You know, I like everything he does, Jeff. I really do. His play around second base has been fantastic this year. But his approach overall, batting average wise, he knows that. He's one of the best at, if you're trying to go and do things to approach the opposite field hitting wise, he tries. He does. He's got that in him, and it's one of the things that I think is one of his big pluses, Jeff, that he's not one of those guys that's a swing from your backside candidate every time up there. And he does the right things at the right time, but his play around second base, I mean, is fantastic.
Yeah.
Just turning the double play if he can, or what he does to get a double play sometimes, or just covering ground.
No, last year, we talked a lot about his defense. The offense struggled at times,
yeah.
But to steal 50 bases, to have the approach and the change of approach starting in game number 1 this year, it was impressive to see. Speaking of impressive, Chourio with an impressive cut on that first pitch cutter from Maton.
Yeah, I'm a Terang fan, and just everything he's done, and you brought up, one of his strong points in stealing bases.
Chourio fouled it away out in front of the curveball, and it's 0-2.
To steal 50 and do it, the way he's done it. All-out play at second base. The only reason he's not in some games is because Pat Murphy wants to rest him. He doesn't want days off.
2-strike pitch. Down and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jackson Chourio, 2 on and 2 out. He's got to force people to take days off. I mean, if it weren't for Sal Frelick running into the wall, he'd be in there today.
You're right. You're absolutely right on.
1-2. Fly ball left field. This is deep. It is caught right at the wall. Brandon Nimmo reaching up as high as he could. And he takes an extra base hit away from Jackson Chourio. Missed it by that much. Brewers strand a couple of runners on. We will go to the 9th. 5-0 Mets on the Brewers Radio.
Oh, my goodness.
On the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
9th inning in Milwaukee, 5-0 New York Mets. DL Hall is back to work. And back to work as well on the mic to take us home. Here's Bob Uecker.
All right, Jeff, thank you. And opening offering here on Mark Vientos. In for a strike. And it's 0-1. Almost the pitch. Swinging a foul. And it's 0-2 on Vientos. Couple of base hits, one on the infield in 4 trips today. And the pitch hit foul and popping away from Eric Haas. 2 strikes on Vientos. Peter Alonso is due next. The pitch. Down low and inside. Ball 1 and strike 2 now. Vientos, Alonso, Martinez. Hall deals again. Inside, he missed. Just off the inside corner. It's 2-2. And from the windup, the left-hander kicks, deals, and he missed again down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Post-game show will follow our broadcast today. All the other action around baseball and the pitch. Hit foul, or is it? Nope, it's a fair ball. And the throw by Haas. Nicely done. You can't do it any better. D.L. Hall was there too, but Haas grabbed it and threw him out by a step.
As a catcher, you know how hard that play is.
It is.
Oh, my goodness gracious. He made that play look so easy, and it was anything but.
Threw a bullet to first and got him. Yep. Wasn't hit all that hard, right along the third base line. He jumped all over it and threw him out. Nicely done. Here's Alonso. Hit in the air on the infield. Bowers makes the catch. Two are up, 2 are down. J.D. Martinez is the batter. And the pitch. It is off the inside corner, and it's ball 1. I tell you, Jeff, this guy really does. I don't know if he copied it or wrote it down someplace and looks at it all the time, but even his swing is like that guy in right field.
Yeah, Castellanos.
Yeah,
very, very similar setups and swings.
Yeah. His whole style, the way he holds the bat, and the pitch. Outside, he missed. 3-0 now.
Carbon copies.
I'm telling you. And the pitch by Hall is right in there that time. He looks like Castellanos size-wise, too.
Mm-hmm.
3-1 delivery. Here comes Hall. Swing and a miss. When he swings and misses, too.
At that long finish.
Yeah, I'm right on him. I almost called him Castellanos before. When they deal that guy. And the pitch. Hit sharply past a diving Monasterio, and Martinez with a base hit. His second today. Runner aboard, 2 men are out. Harrison Bader is the batter.
And they get Luis Angel Acuna running over at first base for J.D. Martinez.
Acuna.
Well, he looks just like his brother.
All right, he does. Two men are out. Harrison Bader is the batter. D.L. Hall set to work, deals a strike. 0-1. Acuna, the runner at first. Throw to first, runners back in time. New sign. Hall set. This one hit foul down the right field line and back in the seats. 2 strikes on Harrison Bader. Haas to sign the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Bader ends the inning. Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, there is a difference.
Mets cream and sausage at the ballpark.
Polish, Italian, that's the sausage, not the ice cream.
You're listening to the flagship of the Milwaukee Brewers, WTMJ.
Brewers down 5-0. And on the bat here in the bottom half of inning number 9, Edwin Diaz is now working for New York. Monasterio to lead things off. Look out, up and in with a fastball. It's ball 1. And the right-hander deals again. That one's right in there, a fastball. Mets have the crew shut down on 3 hits. And the pitch hit foul by Monasterio. One ball, 2 strikes. And coming back. Hit foul on the right field side. Still 1-2. 33,754 in the ballpark today. The pitch. Low and away. Tried to overthrow that one. Down and away, and it's 2-2. And the pitch. Low and away again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Need runners here. Down on only 3 hits today. And the pitch. Struck him out swinging. Via the strikeout route. Here's Jake Bowers. Bowers today is 0 for 3. Fastball a little bit low. Mets today 1 in the first. RBI base hit by Brandon Nimmo. Couple of runs in the 4th. Swing and a miss by Jake Bowers. Diaz all set to work again. Here it is. Missed high and wide with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Some pretty erratic misses from Diaz.
Boy, those are all over, aren't they? 2 balls on a strike. Coming back. Hit foul up along the first base side. He looks like he's trying to overthrow once in a while. I don't know if that's his normal procedure, but some look erratic enough to be overthrown. The pitch. High and wide with that one. I mean, he's missing when he misses. These are big time misses. Full extension by Torrens doing the catching now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Low and inside, he walked him. Well, strikeout and a walk. Here's Garrett Mitchell. Brewers playing from behind, down 5-0.
These are big at-bats. If you end up playing the Mets on Tuesday, these are really big at-bats.
These are the ones they're looking at. 1 down. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Uncontested stolen base. He's ready again, and the pitch. Missed outside. 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out. Bowers now at second, the pitch. Half swing's going to cost him a strike. One and 2 on Mitchell. On to bat as a pinch hitter. Hit that one foul against the screen. Ball 1, strike 2. Mitchell stepping out momentarily. Diaz set to work again. The pitch. Low and inside with a slider.
Where those sliders have been, he's tugged on them a bunch.
They're breaking at the end. I mean, down and in, and they're missing. No doubt about that. 2-2 pitch coming. Missed outside. Take him any way you can get him. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
He's 19 pitches. The Mets, if they win this one and the Braves lose, they're going to Atlanta. They're going to need him tomorrow.
And the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Down and away with that one, and gets another strikeout. Wow. Strikeout, walk, strikeout. Isaac Collins is the batter of the pitch. That one's upstairs. Off the outside corner. 1 ball and no strikes. Ready again, the pitch. That one's in there. Right back to number 1. One on Collins. And the pitch. Way high and wide. 2 balls and a strike. They're not borderline, the misses. He's ready to work. And the pitch. That one's too high again. 3 balls and a strike. Still alive. Down 5-0. He's ready again to pitch. Swing and a miss. When he's in the area, he's running it up there in the 90s. They're all in that 96, 97 range. 3-2 delivery. Struck him out swinging. And he strikes out the side. Mets win it. Final 5-0 New York. Back with the totals and the summaries after this on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.